ET is Ryan Seacrest here. People always say it's good to unwind, but that's easier said than done. The exception, Chumba Casino. They actually make it easier done than said, or at least the same. Chumba Casino is an online social casino with hundreds of casino-style games like slots and blackjack. Play for fun. Play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Sign up now and collect your free welcome bonus at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.
And we're back dropping the Christmas bonus. The one and only Mike Black. I'm calling Mr. Mike Black. Let's see if he answers.
Hello.
Hello. Is this Mike Black?
Yes, it is.
All right. We were wondering if you're going to answer. We're like, will he answer? Yes, he will. And guess what? We are giving our audience a Christmas bonus.
Oh, what are they going to get?
You.
Oh.
You're like,
well,
you're like, what am I going to get?
that's something, I guess.
Yeah, it's Mike Black. Dude, it's
were they asking for that for Christmas? Dear
Yeah.
Santa,
Yeah.
all I want for Christmas is a guest on Darren Carter's podcast.
Right. Someone other than Darren Carter. Let's give
that
this.
doesn't suck. Anyway,
Let's give this schmuck someone to talk to.
Does he have anyone that doesn't suck?
Does he? Yeah. Mike Black
Can you
doesn't
imagine
suck.
Santa showing up? Children, I got you a gift. What did you get us, Santa? It's the special guest Mike Black on Darren Carter's podcast. What? A special guest on Darren Carter's podcast. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
We're 8.
We're 8. What's a podcast? That's something my dad listens to. He's a boomer.
Yeah. I hate it, Santa.
Yeah. It's funny.
Throwing cookies and milk at him.
Yeah.
Oh, children, why?
Why are you throwing candy canes? You're getting stuck in my beard, children.
It's free on any podcast place.
Yeah. My son calls. He likes to call me a boomer. He's like, boomer. Okay, boomer. You know that phrase, boomer, which is hilarious. I'm not a boomer, but I guess when you're 14,
right.
Anyone over like 30 is a boomer. And
I thought it meant you were good with explosives.
You're a good, yeah. I boom when I'm on stage, bro. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
He's a boomer.
Yeah. So we went to a toy store and he like picks up a boomerang and he's like, I know what I'm getting you for Christmas, boomer.
The first time I heard boomer, I immediately thought of you remember when like white comics would rap?
Oh God.
Jokes?
Yes.
That was the first thing I thought of. I was like, just that thing that is just so painfully uncool.
Right.
You know?
Yes. Which I don't know, because I have rapped, but I like to think that I'm cool. like in the way that I do.
Of course you like to think that.
Yeah. You're like, wait, this has gone from a Christmas bonus to an intervention.
Yeah. Like, Darren, let's crack out your old prom photo and see how cool you actually are.
Exactly. No, but you're right though, because when I started my comedy, I was like in my late teens, early 20s, and I'd see these dudes that were like, quite a bit older, and they would be like, they'd have okay, y'all, I'm gonna start rapping, and they'd have like a Casio drum machine, do 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 do, and they put on some Ray-Bans and be like, well, my name is Bob. I'm here to say I came to rap and make you laugh today. And
in a major way.
In a major way. Yeah. Exactly. They would do like these really corny, simple raps, and I used to hate it because I felt like it diluted what I was doing. Because my raps were also simple.
Yours were artistic.
Mine were artistic. I know.
Yeah.
They were. Actually, let me tell you this. I don't think I've told this story in the podcast. Before I did stand-up comedy, I actually did used to rap, and it was, it was definitely way before Eminem, and I used to rap way before Vanilla Ice, made it big.
Right.
I might have rapped.
You were like the Eminem of Fresno.
Eminem of Fresno, right? Exactly. So I didn't really. Yeah, we didn't even hear about Eminem in Fresno until like 3 years ago.
Oh no!
We're like, this is great. Hi, my name is. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. 2019. No. But I used to rap in the 80s, like at high school, and it was. You got to remember, I had shock red hair. Boom, just giant, big bright, super duper bright red hair. In fact, I remember the first time I saw my own reflection in the window of one of our home, and it was, so I was outside, the sun's reflecting, and I was just like, oh my hair is so bright. Like I'd seen my own hair, like, obviously like in the mirror at home, but it's like, it's like bathroom
You're
lighting.
used to that.
Yeah,
right?
you're used to it. But to see your own reflection, especially bright red hair, I was like, and pale white skin, I was like, oh, no wonder, because I grew up in a blue collar, predominantly Latino neighborhood. And they were like, hey.
I should be getting bullied.
Exactly. I was like, I get it now. I get it. No. So I was like, because I was back in those, hey, what's up, Rooster? Or like Blondie was popular. Hey, what's up, Ready-Made? What's up, Ready? Hey, what's up, Rojo?
Ready-Made.
Oh, dude, they used to call me Red. What does Ready-Made mean? That means like Ready-Made Lemonade or something?
Hey, it is Ryan Seacrest. There's something so thrilling about playing Chumba Casino. Maybe it's the simple reminder that with a little luck, anything is possible. ChumbaCasino.com has hundreds of social casino-style games to choose from with new game releases each week. Play for free anytime, anywhere for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Recently, a new client called me and started by saying, Mr. Morgan, I really need your help, but I'm just a nobody. Those words stunned me, and I immediately called him back, and we're now helping him and his family after a terrible accident. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Everybody who comes to our firm at their time of need is a somebody. I grew up poor, but my grandmother was like a queen to us. At Morgan & Morgan, our goal is to level the playing field for you and your family at your time of need. The insurance company has unlimited money and resources. You need a firm who can fight them toe-to-toe. For right at 30 years, we have fought them in courtrooms throughout America. Our results speak for themselves. And always remember this, everybody is a somebody, and nobody is a nobody. Visit forthepeople.com to learn about our firm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I think they just meant it's something that sounds like red.
Yeah. I was like, what if I get insulted like 40 years later? I'm like, is that what they meant? Those sons of bitches. Because I think it was like Blondie, and they were like, hey, Ready, or they'd call me like, God, what else? Matchstick, Rooster, Gallo. But even before that, it was like Opie, all those redhead stuff, right? And I remember like even our coach, like the football coach will call, hey, Red. But I realized like it just depends on how the person says it. Like sometimes they mean it like in a nice way, like, hey, Red, are you going to do this? Or they don't mean it like,
are you going to finish mopping?
Yeah, exactly. They're not insulting you. So when I saw myself with that bright red hair, I was like, oh my gosh. It was like, so imagine back then.
Now I'm pretty sure these were all insults.
Exactly. I know. Yeah. Well, no, it was different when like the girls would call you like, hi, Red. Like, oh yeah. She acknowledges me. She doesn't know my name, but she knows what's in front of her, and it's red. Which is weird. That does definitely affected my my outlook on certain things. Even like board games, when we're playing board games and you can choose a color, I would always choose red. I'm red. When I'd go to Vegas and play,
it's kind of silly for anyone else to
right. Like we play roulette, I'd always bet on red. I mean, I was just like, I remember I'd wear red on testing days, like in school, like on Fridays. I'd like, I gotta wear my lucky color.
You did not wear a lucky color to get tested.
I did, man. I didn't. Yeah, see, everyone else did their homework and studied, and I'm going to depend on colors.
I've got a rabbit's foot,
and it's red, just like my hair follicles. Yeah, exactly. So here's another thing, Mike. So as as I've become a father now, my son, his favorite color when we play is red, and I just had to give it up. I'm like, you got to pass that torch, no pun intended. But you got to. I'm like, all right, you play red, I'll play whatever, But like, it's like,
what do you play now that he's red?
Well, we play aggravation a lot, and in the aggravation game, he chooses the red marbles. So directly across from the red marbles is where I'm usually sitting, and that's usually the yellow. And so I picked bright yellow. So I picked the yellow marbles, and I like it because it really stands out on that board.
Yeah.
But when you're a kid, you're probably not choosing yellow. You're not like, I want to play yellow. You know, that's not really a...
No. When you're a kid, yellow is just pee-pee.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, but as an adult...
Pee-pee.
Yeah, as you get older, you're like, oh, I like yellow because I can see the marble better.
No, it's still pee-pee.
Yeah. Yeah.
You give me 150, and it's still going to be like, yellow is team pee-pee. I don't want to be on team pee-pee.
Did you ever do this? Did you ever get into purple because Prince was all about purple?
No.
Wow.
I respected that was his thing, but I was like, that doesn't mean I need to do it.
See, you're stronger willpower than I am. I'm like, enough of this red. I'm all about purple. I think I was into purple for a little bit, but I actually bought a paisley shirt in the 80s.
I did dress like Michael Jackson a lot as a kid.
See? There you go.
But it was like on Halloween and stuff like that, not like, I didn't wear a sequin glove everywhere.
It's funny. I did it in high school. I didn't wear it everywhere, but I did wear I remember one day wearing the high waters with the white socks. But see, you realize he had like sequins. Are they called sequins?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had like a professional stylist. I was just wearing my white JCPenney socks or whatever, and my Sears high waters, tough skins. But I remember having the high waters, the penny loafers, and I had like a red jacket that kind of looked like the Thriller jacket, but really wasn't. It was just like that pleather looking. And I remember I found this glove in our garage that was white and it had some black beads on I want to say the back or maybe the front. Somewhere they had black beads, like rubber. And I was like, this is so cool. So I remember like wearing that little, my little outfit.
Combo.
Combo. And I remember breaking out the glove. And because I could always do the Michael voice, not the singing part as well, but like the, thank you. I want to thank you, Paul. I'm a lover, not a fighter. And after me, she says she couldn't love another. The girl is mine. Oh, thank you.
Make the differ, Michael. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's my girl.
Oh, let me look up the lyrics. Girl is mine. Lyrics. Okay, I'll do my best impression.
Michael, as you can see, that's Linda McCartney. That's my wife.
Oh, yeah, so
She's
exactly.
clearly my girl.
Every night she walks right in my dreams. Since I didn't really sing like him, but I could, because there's real singers I can sing.
Linda, what are you doing making fish sticks for Michael?
The girl is mine.
You're my girl.
Because the doggone girl is mine. I know.
She's mine.
Yeah. I don't understand the way you think.
Mine.
Yeah, then Paul would come in. I don't understand the way you think, saying that she's yours, not mine. Sending roses and your silly dreams, really just a waste of time, because she's mine. Oh, because the doggone girl is mine. Don't waste your time.
She's mine.
No, she's mine.
No, she's mine.
I love you more than he. I'll take you anywhere. I love you endlessly. Exactly.
I forget what he sings there.
So, come and go. Yeah, I just remember the arguing part where they were like, Paul, I think Paul, I think I told you I'm a lover, not a fighter. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Michael, we're not going to fight about this, okay? It's at the end. Paul, I think I told you I'm a lover, not a fighter. I've heard it all before, Michael. She told me that I'm her forever lover. Don't you remember? Well, after loving me, she said she couldn't love another. Is that what she said? Yeah, she said it. You keep dreaming. I don't believe it. No, the girl is mine. Anyway, so thank you. Yay.
Yay.
Yay, it's over. No, but
meanwhile, Paul McCartney was secretly buying up all of Michael's music. No, it was the other way around.
Oh, the other way around, right?
Michael was buying up all of his music, yeah.
He should have been like, your catalog is mine, all mine. I don't think you understand, Paul. That catalog is mine. Oh, dude. Michael, what are you doing?
And Paul had taught him how to do that, and he was like, I'll do it all right. And
yeah. He's like, yeah, oh yeah, here it says it was found financially advised that McCartney may have come to regret giving on August 14th, 1985, when Michael Jackson purchased the publishing rights to the vast majority of the Beatles catalog for $47 million, outbidding McCartney himself.
Wow. The girl is Michael's.
Wow. Well, I guess you got her now, Michael. You got her.
All I've got is me $47 million.
Yeah. I didn't have enough to bid. Oh, man, that's I wonder if they were friends after that or no.
Michael caught fire shortly after that, too, so.
I put a spell on you, Michael. Like.
Yeah.
Why was I talking about having bright red hair? Where did that come about? What was the thing? What was I saying? I saw myself in the mirror, the reflection outside. I don't recall why I was bringing that up, but
you know what a lot of people do is they, when they're recording a conversation, they rewind.
Yeah, I wish I don't have that ability, my friend. You
back to when it happened.
You special guest Christmas gift. Okay, let me think. What was I saying? Red hair. My favorite color is red. I'm outside. The reflection. Bomb. I have no idea. Oh, rapping. There we go. Rapping. We're talking about rapping.
Right.
So, bright red
hair.
Were
you the red rapper?
That's what they used to call me, but I didn't like that name. And in fact, the name that I chose, I'm glad I dropped, because you'll find out why as soon as I tell you. I was going to go by the name The Carrot Top Kid, KTK.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that was before I realized on the other side of the country there was a prop comic named Carrot Top. So you don't want. And for a second there, I was going to be called the Shamrock, something about the Shamrock, and I was going to have a song called the Shamrock Shake, like McDonald's, but it's like get you dancing and.
The name is mine.
Yeah, exactly. I just get sued left and right. I didn't know anything about that back then. See, that's the thing. When you're young like that, you're naive, you're just creative. You don't think about, I can't use that. That's a melody. Or I can't use this. That's copywritten. You just do it.
Right.
You're just, what if this podcast, because I sing that, whatever. I don't think I sang good enough for it to get picked up.
Yeah, I think you're in the clear.
Yeah, the algorithm or whatever it is, they're not going to be. Was Michael really on that podcast with Mike Black?
Yeah. Give them all the money you made off of this.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Hey guys, yeah, that's $47,001,001. So
yeah.
But I did this rap battle at school, and it was great. There was a school assembly. This kid. He came out from New York. His name was Cool Rock J. And he was a new student, black kid with a trench coat and Ray-Bans. And he'd be on stage, and he would be like, Cool Rock J, I'm Cool Rock J. And then he would do his lyrics, right? And so I remember, so he came up to me at lunchtime, and he was like, I heard someone told me you think you could rap.
Oh no!
I know, and I was like, yeah, I could rap, but I didn't know what he meant by that. I thought he wanted to see me.
This would be my worst nightmare as a kid.
I know. Yeah.
Someone said you think you can rap.
Yeah,
there's been a big misunderstanding.
Oh, sir. Yeah, because he said it kind of like in a, bravado kind of like. That's where I learned the word bravado. By the way, was that day. My friend Carl Dolphin was like. He was like, tell me how different styles of rappers, like they have the he goes, you're more self-deprecating, that's more bravado. And I was like,
right.
Yeah, you can't be doing a rap battle just burning on yourself the whole time. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah. God, no, yeah.
That's not what they came for. They came for blood.
Right.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So so he called me out. He goes, let's have a rap battle. There was like a certain day. I don't know if it was that day or the next day. And I was like, got my lyrics together. And so I go outside, and back then it was such a shock to see me rap that people, I would always, when I did it, people liked it. It was so unique, and I'd beatbox, do my little thing.
Hey, it is Ryan Seacrest. There's something so thrilling about playing Chumba Casino. Maybe it's the simple reminder that with a little luck, anything is possible. ChumbaCasino.com has hundreds of social casino-style games to choose from with new game releases each week. Play for free anytime, anywhere for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Recently, a new client called me and started by saying, Mr. Morgan, I really need your help, but I'm just a nobody. Those words stunned me, and I immediately called him back, and we're now helping him and his family after a terrible accident. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Everybody who comes to our firm at their time of need is a somebody. I grew up poor, but my grandmother was like a queen to us. At Morgan & Morgan, our goal is to level the playing field for you and your family at your time of need. The insurance company has unlimited money and resources. You need a firm who can fight them toe-to-toe. For right at 30 years, we have fought them in courtrooms throughout America. Our results speak for themselves. And always remember this, everybody is a somebody, and nobody is a nobody. Visit forthepeople.com to learn about our firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
And then I remember I basically go, I need a pair of sunglasses. They go, you need some sunglasses? Give me some sunglasses. And everybody gathered around me in the courtyard. It was like a circle, almost like there was going to be like a fight or like a breakdancing type of thing. And they gathered around. And I remember putting on the sunglasses, imitating him, and which already started. And the lyrics, I said something in this rap battle. I go, well, you say you're from New York, but you're really just a dork, like Porky Pig or Piggy Pork. You're Cool Rock J. J stands for jokes, and but that's all, folks. But I did a little bit better, and like you said, I probably should have wrote it down. But I did my little rap, Cool Rock J. Well, my name is Darren Carter, and I'm the party starter, and you Cool Rock J and J, and I did it, and everybody's like, oh, and they're like doing cartwheels, running around, and then
people did cartwheels.
Yeah, well, figuratively and literally, no, figuratively. It was like the Blues Brothers scene when they're in church, but it was,
and they carried me out of the cafeteria.
Exactly. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. Yeah. So he's a jolly good rapper. So then,
is that the mayor with the key to the city for Darren?
Exactly. So I did that rap, and I had other raps that I did. Oh yeah, I led up, and so like here's another one of my raps. Oh yeah, we were talking about corny white raps. Okay, but you do have to remember this is back in the '80s, so this is the style back then where I'd be like. When I was a kid, my hair was black, but then something happened, something went whack. Some little pushed me in my back and made me fall into a strawberry patch. Now the corn had ears, hurt, I was raw. The potatoes had eyes and dug what they saw. The yams, like my jam, said it was sweet. And libby, 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 they like the steady beat. Everybody say ho, and then ho, 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 ho,
ho, ho, ho.
Green Giant. So I'd do that, like the Jolly Green Giant. And then sometimes I'd throw in some Spanish. I'd say, how'd that one go? I'd go, well, my name, hold on. Somebody's trying to call in right now. They can just wait. I'd say, me llamo, how'd it go? Hablo español, señoritas bailan, but yo canto muy bien, pero muy mal. No toca la guitarra, but I still get down, and I'm rapping in Spanish, but I'm not Don Juan. So kick off the box, because now I'm on. And I pick a girl, I go, I see ya, I saw ya, I get ya, I got ya, your mom forever, my little cucaracha. Yeah, which is all just words I strung together from Spanish 101 class, but,
That is just
but
crazy.
It's crazy. Now you got to remember when you're like 16, 17, it's cute and everything. But so back to that rap battle when I rapped against the guy.
Wait, have you done any of this on stage?
I think I did some of it on stage, but maybe I could bring it back and just tell the story as opposed to back then I used to perform it like it.
Back then you were just doing it legitimately.
Yeah, legitimately. Gee, I would just grab the mic and be like, when I was a kid, and then I would just move on. But now I can
people are like, what's happening?
What's happening? What's this guy doing? I'll show you how to rap, you middle act, because all the middle acts would. I'm the MC, just barely doing comedy, but I can rap, But yeah. So yeah, maybe you think I should probably bring it back to stage, right? Bring it back on, tell the story around it.
I think so.
Mm-hmm. So when I did the rap battle, here's the only reason I won: technical stoppage, I guess, because I did my thing. Everyone was making so much noise. Oh my god, it's crazy. Oh yeah, just going like that, going nuts, like, oh, he got you, cool, right? He got you. And then the principal came over and was like, what's going on here? All right, let's break it up. Disperse. So he really never got a chance to fire back at me.
So you, to this day, have not heard his raps?
From what I understand, dude, I went to New York. I remember going to New York in 92. And I looked in the 99-cent bin of albums, and I literally saw one of his rap. He actually made a rap album, and it was in the dollar bin. But hey, that's still an accomplishment, So
yeah,
shout out to Cool Rock J. Yeah, I think I looked him up once, and he does have a song out there, at least a single. Cool Rock J. If you guys can find it, send it to me. KOOL. I don't even know his real name. Sadly, because we sort of were friendly after that. Like
that might have been his real name.
Yeah, that might have been. You're right. Like I remember he did rap. I wouldn't say against me, but he did do like a rap thing. Maybe like the next week. But he was really good, and he was like rapping for a really long time, and I was thinking to myself, like, I'm so glad like that thing broke up last week, because I became a hero in 10th grade, and then because people only saw me do my thing, and then when I saw this guy rapping, I'm like, oh yeah, he's way better than me. And then at the end, he did this clever thing where he'd written the letter J on the palm of his hand. He was like, y'all start clapping so I can stop rapping. We ain't on the ship, but I'm still the captain. And he was doing this little rap thing. And he goes, from L.A. to the Bay. Remember my name. It's Cool Rock. And then he opened up his hand, J. And there was like, in Sharpie, it was written J. And everyone was like, oh, damn. And I was
it wasn't all sweaty and gross.
No, it was great. He'd been doing this for a long ass time. He was really good at it. And I was just like, I remember just like, oh, that's really good. And I'm just like, I don't know what happened. I just remember like just thinking like, gulp. I'm glad I didn't like have to battle rap this guy, you know?
What if he'd had like a pocket full of glitter?
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.
Recently, a new client called me and started by saying, Mr. Morgan, I really need your help, but I'm just a nobody. Those words stunned me, and I immediately called him back, and we're now helping him and his family after a terrible accident. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Everybody who comes to our firm at their time of need is a somebody. I grew up poor, but my grandmother was like a queen to us. At Morgan & Morgan, our goal is to level the playing field for you and your family at your time of need. The insurance company has unlimited money and resources. You need a firm who can fight them toe-to-toe. For right at 30 years, we have fought them in courtrooms throughout America. Our results speak for themselves. And always remember this. Everybody is a somebody, and nobody is a nobody. Visit forthepeople.com to learn about our firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Oh, damn, dude. I know.
Stuck his hand in that, got a fistful of glitter. My name is
I remember asking
and blew all the glitter all over everybody.
Yeah. And no, yeah, what if he goes, you heard what I said? You glad you ain't dead? I heard that your favorite color is, and then he goes red, and then poof, blows all this glitter in my face.
Everyone's like, what?
What? And my hair's still shinier than the red glitter. Yeah, that was, I remember asking my buddy, because my friend Carl was from Oakland, but he moved to Fresno, and I was like, but think Sammy Davis Jr. In fact, he was a Sammy Davis Jr. Lookalike for a while, so... You know, he wasn't, I asked him, I go, is this going to lead to like a fight or something? And he goes, no, it's just rap, you know, because I had that same kind of like energy of like, yo, man, I heard you could rap. Someone told me you thought you could rap. And I was like,
yeah,
you know, yeah. So, but it didn't, it was cool. And I do remember him saying like, he asked me one time, just one-on-one, he's like, let me ask you a question. He goes, what possessed you to think you could challenge me in a rap? And I was like, I felt I had nothing to lose, you know, like you were like, everyone knows you're like the best rapper. And if I lost, no big deal. And he's like, good point. That's all I remember about our conversation. Now I really want to look this guy up again, man, see how he's doing.
But to me, it sounded more like he challenged you than the other way around.
That's true. But I guess why did you accept my challenge? Or something?
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, you don't have a choice. You have to.
Yeah, I had to, man, because there was no other. This was my calling, bro. No.
Can you imagine though going through school after that and having gone, oh no, thank you.
No, thank you. I'll just keep my raps to my own social circle.
Oh, no, that'd be all.
I know. And also because I kind of went more like the funny way, because I went more comedic raps. I went more just comedy. I dropped the rapping. I went more, so I kind of I wasn't trying to be a serious rapper, especially when people started rapping along to like music and beats. I was like, I'm out, man. I just do a cappella style, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I got a song. I got a quick question for you. Do you ever get a song stuck in your head and you're like, oh, I remember that song? And today the song, not even a Christmas song. It was just some weird song. Do you remember this song? It was called Beer Barrel Polka. Roll out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun. Have you ever heard that song?
I don't believe I've heard that song.
Oh, maybe not the way I'm doing it, but it's been used a lot in pop culture, and you hear it like with an accordion. It's like, roll out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun. So anyways, I was wondering, like, what do you think that song is about? And
well, it's obviously about a big beer manufacturer.
That's what I was thinking. So I don't know. I Googled it, and we still don't know the answer, but here's what it says. It says, depending on the version you hear, this rollicking polka tune is either about recalling a lost love or getting your pals together and getting smashed.
I think it's mostly that second one.
Yeah, I do too. It was,
but I think it's people that have like a Guinness or one of those kind of companies where they actually have barrels of beer.
Yeah.
They roll out a barrel and we'll all get drunk on it,
Yeah, if you go to Urban Dictionary, it says, roll that barrel out. Saying used to get a party started or to start drinking alcohol. Defined by Dean Brody in the song Roll Out the Barrel. Refers to rolling a whiskey or wine barrel. And then here's a using it in a sentence. Jake says, hey, what you say, girl? Want to get a buzz on? And then Chrissy responds, yeah. She writes, hells yeah, let's roll that barrel out. So that's...
What she meant was, let's get undressed. And he's like, yeah. Then he went and got alcohol.
Yeah. The Andrews sisters, I guess, had a big hit with it. But, yeah, I'll just give you the hook. I'll read the lyrics of the hook. Roll out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel, we've got the blues on the run. Zing, boom, Terrell. Ring out a song of good cheer. Now it's time to roll out the barrel for the gang's all here.
Sure.
That's...
if it makes them happy,
Yeah, if it makes them happy. All right, so you're from Colorado. It's Christmas.
Yeah.
I was thinking
we didn't listen to a lot of polkas in Colorado.
Exactly. I know. Yeah. Oh, but I know your heritage. I want to say you're half Mexican American.
Sure.
I want to say it. It's not true, but I want to say it. And no.
Yeah, half Latino and half white person.
Yeah. Yeah. Did
half
you
Caucasian? Yeah.
Yeah. Did you growing up? So like this is December. This is Christmas. Man, I love tamales. Did you guys have the tamale tradition?
Oh yeah, absolutely. My mom makes tamales every year. She made some for my dad today, and I think he ate all of them.
Dude,
a big deal for him. It was a big day.
Heck yeah. I love tamales, man. That's like a special treat. There's a lady at the boxing gym I go to. She's like, "You gonna be here on Friday? I'm bringing tamales." And then I kind of didn't want to go that Friday. Then I'm like, "Oh, tamales, I'm going." So I got there, and they were joking with me. They're like, "You got to eat one before you work out and one after." And I'm like, I think I'll just wait till after because I don't want to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a heavy thing to eat right before you work out.
Oh my gosh, they're so good. She goes, "You want pork, chicken, or beef?" I think were the three choices. Pork, chicken. Yeah, I went chicken, and they were delicious.
Those are usually the choices. I have had cheese tamales, which was more like a white guy learned how to make tamales and started making weird stuff with them.
Yeah. Like, let's put some organic cheese.
Yeah, they weren't terrible, but it was just like I'd rather just have a tamale if it was up to me.
What do you recommend people try? All three, or is there like or does it matter?
Now, I don't eat a lot of pork anymore, but my mom would make them with pork, and those were really, really good. Because of that, though, she learned how to make them with beef. And I think they're even better if you get a good batch, so a lot of it depends more on the masa and the other ingredients too, but I like any kind. I think my least favorite is chicken, just because it's not quite as flavorful of meat as the other two.
These were so good. Yeah, this chicken was so good, and I felt like there was something else that was sort of slipped in there because I could taste a hint of, and I couldn't decide if it was like melted cheese somewhere in there, but just a hint of it. It wasn't a lot, or it could have been like when I was a kid, we used to go to this Mexican restaurant called Javier's, and I used to get this thing called, is it called a chili relleno?
Chili relleno.
Relleno, and whatever that is it a bell pepper? I don't know. I felt like she had a little bit of that taste. Reminded me of when I was eating this tamale. I don't know what it was, but it was so dang good. I was like, man, I wish.
Yeah, like I said, I've had very few that I don't like. With our family, the process of making them was good too, because it took a while and you had to like steam them and everything like that, and folding each one and putting it together and everything. By the time you actually got them, you were so ready to eat that it just made them even better.
I saw Del Taco has tamales.
Gross.
Exactly. I was like, I'm kind of tempted to see how good they are or how bad they are. But
Have you ever seen canned tamales?
No. Okay.
A friend of mine for like a canned food drive brought some of those, and I was like, that sounds like abuse of the homeless. That sounds like you're just being mean.
Yeah. You like canned food? I sure do. You like canned tamales? No, I don't.
No.
Is it pork, chicken, or beef? All three, bro.
Yeah, it's whatever they had left at the factory.
We scraped it. Oh my gosh. We scraped it from the barrel. Roll out the barrel.
Yeah.
We'll have a barrel of tamales.
Yeah. For the homeless. Yeah. That sounds like a horrible Christmas show. A tamale for the homeless. Yeah. On ABC Family.
I know. Oh, I think that. Oh gosh, I wish I knew. I just read that some company bought
a canned tamale for the homeless.
Oh gosh, no! I read that a company bought Del Taco, which I hope they don't mess with it because I do like Del Taco. I do like it.
Yeah, you do. You really like Del Taco.
I really like it,
and it made me real mad.
Yeah. I told
how much you like Del Taco.
I told Mike, I go, hey, let's go to Bob's Big Boy after our comedy show. This is maybe 7 months ago. And they had these really odd hours where they're like, we closed at 11:30, which they used to be open 24 hours. And then I think I'd gone there on a weekend, and I think they're open till 3 on weekends. But I didn't know this. And we get there, you got there first, and then you come back. You're like, yeah, this isn't going to happen. We're not going to let us in. And then I think somebody. Either they recommend...
Well, no, it was Bob's Big Boy didn't let us in.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest. Life comes at you fast, which is why it's important to find some time to relax. A little you time. Enter Chumba Casino. With no download required, you can jump on anytime, anywhere for the chance to redeem some serious prizes. So treat yourself with Chumba Casino and play over 100 online casino-style games, all for free. Go to ChumbaCasino.com to collect your free welcome bonus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Recently, a new client called me and started by saying, Mr. Morgan, I really need your help, but I'm just a nobody. Those words stunned me, and I immediately called him back, and we're now helping him and his family after a terrible accident. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Everybody who comes to our firm at their time of need is a somebody. I grew up poor, but my grandmother was like a queen to us. At Morgan & Morgan, our goal is to level the playing field for you and your family at your time of need. The insurance company has unlimited money and resources. You need a firm who can fight them toe-to-toe. For right at 30 years, we have fought them in courtrooms throughout America. Our results speak for themselves. And always remember this, everybody is a somebody, and nobody is a nobody. Visit forthepeople.com to learn about our firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
And you were like, well, let's go to Denny's, but the Denny's was like across town. So we drove to the Denny's across town and they were closed. The McDonald's nearby was closed too. Everybody was closed except you know who.
Del Taco.
Yeah. And I was so mad at you at that point.
I know, because we're driving, we're hungry. You know when you get your sight set on like, I'm going to eat at Bob's, and then what? And then, yeah, it must have been like an hour went by. I wanted to go to
another Denny's that I knew was open. And you were like, no, we'll go to this Denny's by the airport.
Exactly. The Burbank
which
airport.
Made no sense to me, but I was like, okay. And so we went, and of course they were closed. Oh. And I was fuming at that point. And you were like, well, I guess we'll get Del Taco. And I was like, great. And so I get behind you, and I'm real mad. And the guy at the register goes, what do you want? I was like, I don't want anything here, but I guess I'll have this. I was like, I hate it here, and I don't like you, and Del Taco sucks, and my friend is stupid. He was like, okay, well, he paid for your food. And I was like, oh, well, I guess that's okay.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I felt like a baller that day, bro. It's like, I'll pay for mine in the car behind me as well.
Yeah.
I'm paying it forward behind me.
I'm pretty sure that has never happened at Del Taco before.
Exactly. No one's ever paying it forward behind them. Yeah, usually it's like a coffee thing, right?
Well, most people are so ashamed that they're there that they don't want to draw attention to.
I know.
They wouldn't wish it on someone else.
Okay, here's the news. It says Jack in the Box announced Monday that it will acquire Del Taco in a $575 million deal. Wow. Wow, that's more than the Beatles catalog.
Yeah.
Because didn't Michael buy it for $47 million, and then this is like $575 million? Wow.
Those tacos are mine.
Those tacos are mine. We're gonna make tamales in December. Yikes. Michael, I heard it's better than the canned tamales.
Like, Carl Jr. is a little bit better than Del Taco. It's actually a lot better. But that's going to be weird.
I know.
I hope it ups the quality of Del Taco. That'd be great.
Oh, see, I like Del Taco. Well, you know what? Let me tell you this. There's a let me preface this with this. There's a Del Taco that's no longer exists. It's now a Starbucks. So that one Del Taco I used to love. I used to go there. I felt like it was just the right cooks that had been there. I recognized them. They were, very friendly, the same crew. And like they just were good. And I have gone to other Del Tacos like on the road, coming back, and it's never as good as that one. So maybe that's what you experienced. Maybe you experienced like the crappy Del Tacos.
Yes, I definitely experienced those.
I know
100% of the time that I've gone to Del Taco.
Hey, I got a segment I'm kind of trying out. We'll see if this one takes off. I have some odd, wacky party starter news. So let's see which story I should start with. Would you rather me read about an Ohio police searching for a stolen 58-foot bridge, or a family's Rudolph decoration repeatedly attacked by a real deer?
Wait, have you already started the segment? You're not going to do any music for it or anything?
With this, you cannot lose. We are about to do some news. Over to you, Mike Black.
This is Darren's segment on the news. Let her rip, Darren.
I thought you were going to rap.
No.
His name is Mike Black, and he is
whack at rap, so I can do it.
I thought you were going to say back or something. Okay.
No.
What would you rather hear about? The Ohio bridge getting stolen, or the Rudolph story?
The Rudolph story.
All right, let's try it. This just in. A British Columbia woman said the red-nosed Rudolph decoration has proven to be irresistible target for aggressive local deer, despite its incandescent snout. Arlene blah 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 of Fort Nelson said her family first repurposed the 3D archery target made in the size and shape of a white-tailed deer into Rudolph the Red-Nosed Whitetail about 5 years ago. And they quickly discovered local deer apparently couldn't tell the difference. She shared a video of the recent attack to Facebook. Every year a buck in the area attacks him or hits and knocks him over and breaks him. She said she was surprised that the deer were not warded off by the glowing red light bulb that her husband installed on Rudolph's nose. Quote, I'm like, he has a bright red nose. I'm really not sure what they see. She said her family plans to continue to repair and display Rudolph despite the repeated attacks. He's still standing proud.
Yeah.
End of story.
The Bucks do not play reindeer games. They don't like it. They see him as a challenge, to their dominance.
Yeah.
They're like, that guy's got a big glowing nose. I better kill him so that women will still breed with me.
I know. Yeah.
Reindeer deer in general. Most animals are crazy about that kind of stuff. Some farmer I remember the story about this guy. He got attacked by a deer that was like on his farm. He had like a farm of deer and he was feeding them, but he made the mistake of getting in between a couple. And so the male deer pinned him up against the barn with his antlers, and he was like fighting it so it wouldn't, like he was just had enough strength to hold it back from like stabbing him.
Oh my gosh.
And he had to do that for like an hour or something, like some crazy amount of time before the deer finally had a heart attack.
Oh my gosh.
And died. And that was what saved his life. Was like, if that hadn't happened, he was like, eventually I would have gotten too tired. And he was like, and I knew the mistake that I'd made, so I was lucky enough to turn around in time to see what was happening. I was like, oh no, I just got in between them. Deer are nuts.
Yeah, they it's like that and then like you said with the bright red light bulb, that doesn't count because maybe they're thinking just like in the human world how we try to do that thing called peacocking. They're like, oh, who's this deer with the red nose? That's like the equivalent of like a Von Dutch hat or something, or like some kind of bedazzled
or like
jeans,
or like what peacocks do in the peacock world, which is also peacock.
Yeah, I never liked that name of a bird. It's like two things that are kind of gross. You know what I mean?
Right, but the ladies love it. They love peacocks.
And kids love saying it because it's one of those, loopholes where you can say it. It's like,
Look, everybody, it's a peacock. I would yell that out at the zoo and just have the best time. Yeah,
I yelled out in the bathroom. It's like that old joke. Do you know a word that starts with F and ends with K?
Just the one.
Yeah, see, I'm not even saying the joke right because then it's not fork and it's anyways. The punchline is fire truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, I don't even know what the. Yeah, here's a joke I heard. I don't even know if it's funny. Since I don't know if it's funny, I'll just say it real fast. So this polar bear was like, Mom, am I really a polar bear? Are you sure I'm not part grizzly or part brown bear or part black bear? No, you really are a polar bear. Are you sure I'm not a blah, blah, blah. You're 100% polar bear. Then the big punchline. Really? Because I'm really fucking cold. Just got to speed up the joke. Because, the person that said the joke took him like 4 minutes. And they acted. Yeah. It's like, dude, just get to the punchline. But
sometimes that anyone where I feel like just get to the punchline is not a great comedian or is not or is a really bad storyteller, one of the two. I think you can be a great comedian and do like real quick jokes, but I think there's definitely a kind where you're like the ones that know how to tell a story and make it funny all the way through. Those are my favorites, Yeah,
my friend has a term for it that I like. He said that he calls it turns, having some turns. So you don't just like start out, here's my story. You have little turns and valleys along the way that's funny, and little voices that you throw in, or so you're not just waiting for like the bum at the end,
Right. Yeah, you don't want everything else to be tedious, You want people to like the whole story. There are some guys that are really, really gifted at that, and other guys that it's like, yeah, you should wind it up real quick.
Yeah, I know. Mike, I wanted to ask you before we get out of here, do you want to do the happy three, or would you like to do some words of wisdom, something you've learned along the way? Or you want to do both?
Okay. Are you starting? You start.
Okay, I'll start. I'll start with something that makes me happy, and something that made me happy this week. I don't know the order that I'm going to upload these podcasts, but I had the honor of interviewing Jordan the Lion, and I hate to say interview, because usually it's just a conversation, but Jordan, if you're listening, it was a real treat to talk to you, man, because I've been watching your videos and I'm inspired to see how he's made turn the internet into his own, letting yourself get out there to the world, and hopefully you gather an audience. And it looks like when I was talking to him, he's so happy, so confident. He comes across of like, this is what I like to do, and I'm going to go film it. And if it's, and that's the thing. Rather than, as comedians, sometimes we are authentic, but sometimes we do chase a little bit of, especially if you're in LA, where you're like, I want to get cast, or I want to, and that's one thing that I was, able to do with this podcast. Like, if we want to talk about Roll Out the Barrel, or where did this song come from, or tell me about tamales, like, that's something that I'm happy about, that we have the technology, and we have, I sound like the $6 million man, we have the technology. But, but you know what I mean? We have the outlet. Like, if it wasn't for this outlet, like if this was 20 years ago, it would have been just a regular Sunday, and I would have been like, well, I guess I'll watch TV. But I'm like, nope, I'm going to set it up. I'm going to talk to Mike. We're going to do a podcast, and so I'm really happy that we have the modern technology and the inspiration of others that have gone before us to be like, oh, I like what they're doing, and I'm entertained by it, but I'm also inspired. Maybe I can do my own thing, not what they're doing, but my own sort of thing. That's what made me happy this week.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? If you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. Choose from hundreds of social casino style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses. So don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Recently, a new client called me and started by saying, Mr. Morgan, I really need your help, but I'm just a nobody. Those words stunned me, and I immediately called him back, and we're now helping him and his family after a terrible accident. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Everybody who comes to our firm at their time of need is a somebody. I grew up poor, but my grandmother was like a queen to us. At Morgan & Morgan, our goal is to level the playing field for you and your family at your time of need. The insurance company has unlimited money and resources. You need a firm who can fight them toe-to-toe. For right at 30 years, we have fought them in courtrooms throughout America. Our results speak for themselves. And always remember this, everybody is a somebody, and nobody is a nobody. Visit forthepeople.com to learn about our firm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
That's incredible. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I know I'm rambling. I'm also thankful for 13 cups of coffee.
Yeah, I was like, you noticed a pause there. I was like, is he done? Or
is he done?
Is he still? I'm thankful that you're finished with that first thing.
Oh, one more thing.
Thankful.
I'm actually not finished. One more thing I want to say. Jordan the Lion, he gave a shout out on the podcast. He said, hey guys, if you're listening, he goes, no, he actually didn't say if you're listening. He was saying that the Mike, he goes, he particularly loves the Mike Black episodes. And so he probably will be listening to this one. And afterwards, that glow just stayed with me all day. I was just like, damn, that's so cool. That guy didn't have to come on my podcast at all. And he did. And I'm thankful for
Yeah.
that. So thank you. I know he's listening. Thank you.
Well, then Jordan is my second thing. So first, I'm thankful that you're done with the first thing. And second, I'm thankful for Jordan for appreciating our podcast.
Yeah. Do you,
So those are my first two. It's your second one. What's your second one?
my second one is I've you look around the world around you, and sometimes you can just drive past a house that has a bunch of Christmas lights, and other times, and that's what I've done this week and the week before, is really appreciate it. And I don't know if it was because of the lockdown and I didn't really notice a lot of Christmas last year. Maybe people weren't in the festive mood, but for some reason, it's like a Christmas bomb went off. Everywhere I go, I'm seeing like blow up Santas and blow up reindeer, and I'm seeing just all this fun stuff, how creative people are getting and how much effort they're putting. I filmed some of it. It's on my YouTube channel. Like I saw like a blow up helicopter, and it's like Santa's going to go fly away. And it's he had a propeller and everything. I saw like a 2-foot tall Santa, and I'm just, that has made me happy this week. That's just seeing how much effort and how cool it looks with these Christmas decorations. Back to you.
Yeah.
Mike.
There's okay, that's the thing I'm looking forward to, I guess, is there are some houses that really go bananas for Christmas that you can drive by and look at, and they really put on a heck of a show with lights and stuff like that. And occasionally, if you catch the right window, someone's undressing. So it works out all around. It's a little Christmas bonus for.
All right. Speaking of that, and usually we keep it clean, and I'm going to still say the story in a clean manner, but I do remember before I was a paid, or maybe I was a paid regular at the Comedy Store, but maybe the parking lot was full. That's what it was. Because I'm trying to think, why did I not park there? But I parked, if you go past the Comedy Store heading west and you take that first street up and you turn right, you used to be able to park way up there. There was no like signs or, you didn't have to have a permit.
Yeah.
You could just, I don't know how it is now, but this is back in the 90s. And I remember parking my vehicle, walking down the hill, and as I'm getting ready to turn left on Sunset, I looked to the right, and there was a lady who had her garage open, and she had her butt facing the street and was bent, and she had bent over for some reason. Her skirt lifted, and she had on no underwear. And I'm looking to the right, and I was just like, whoa! Like I saw a bare butt and everything else underneath there, and I was just like stunned. I honestly don't even think I kept walking. I was just like, whoa.
You just stopped and stared
Stopped
at
in my tracks, because back then you don't see that, I mean, even now you don't see it, but really back then you didn't see it. It was just like, whoa.
Just gave it a good long.
I think I looked for about 2 seconds, like 1,000, 1,000. That is wild. And then I just went to the Comedy Store. But see, now I wouldn't even look, because you'd think like, oh, this is a hidden prank show. They're going to put me on something. But I don't think they did that back then. I think it was just, I don't know why she did. I don't know if she was unaware or just didn't care, or maybe she was trying to get a cheap thrill by doing it to passerbys. I have no idea.
Or maybe that she was hoping you'd ask her out on a date.
Yeah, well, I didn't. I just was nervous and was like, I got to go get my spot. I don't want to be late.
Well, I didn't, okay? Just leave me alone.
This is, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Maybe she remembered your raps and was like, oh.
Here comes the Carrot Top Kid, the party starter, the Shamrock Shake. Yeah.
So, wow.
Yeah, that definitely was a surprise. It was a Christmas surprise.
Yeah, that's a Christmas miracle.
If I did a podcast a Christmas miracle, yeah. If I did a podcast back then, that would have been one of the things that made me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Surprise
usually
nudism
is one of the things that makes me happy.
Yeah.
I guess my last thing, if I had to pick one final thing that really ties up the holidays beautifully, it would be those pretzels at Aunt Anne's Aunt Annie's that are shaped like Santa Claus or snowmen or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I never get them, but I'm glad that they have them. For the people that are into that kind of thing.
We talked about the Wetzel's pretzels, Aunt Anne's, versus this and that, and I brought that up to my wife. Yeah, exactly. She said that you have to, if it's not the right one, if they're like yesterday we walked out of the Eagle Mall because they were just stacked up and ready to sell. They're probably like it's just you want a fresh pretzel. You don't want something that's been sitting there for 12 hours.
Wetzel's is real bad about that. They have these stacked up all day long pretzels that nobody deserves.
Yeah, exactly. My third thing I'm going to scratch off the list. I was going to say I'm happy for this can opener I have, and you'd be like, why are you happy? Well, because I have a fresh can of tamales. But
yeah,
I know. No.
a traditional fresh can of Christmas tamales.
Yeah, that's how we roll at the Carter household. Unfortunately, we're not half Latino, so we have to get our tamales from Del Taco or a can. No,
honey, pick up a couple cans of tamales for the holidays.
Dude, you know what's funny? I think I got hoodwinked and bamboozled by the Armenian grocer up the street because we've been buying. We during the pandemic we were buying like a lot of like Armenian like supplies, like like this cool like bean soup stuff and different like lentils and this and that. And I saw they had canned hummus. And,
okay.
And I said, how is it? And, oh, no, I asked him if he had hummus. And he goes, oh, I do, bro. I have hummus. And he holds up this can, and it was like foreign writing in it. It looked really exotic. And he goes, you can't even tell the difference between this. And he's like, this is what they use. And he starts naming all these different restaurants. He's like, yeah, canned hummus. You put some olive oil. You put some whatever else he said to put on it, like garlic and a little bit of salt. And I got to be honest, I fell for it, and it was okay. But once I discovered real hummus, like there's this company that makes it, I get it at Whole Foods, there's no going back. I can't even go back to just regular grocery store hummus because this one company, I think they're called Majestic. It's called Sprouted Majestic. I don't know what it is, but it's delicious, and they usually don't have that much of it. I think they make small batches, and it's so good. So I will never get a canned hummus again.
Good. Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
I would rather you didn't. Canned hummus, having that as your Christmas spread, a can of hummus and a can of tamales, that's no good.
Yeah. Now, what about canned beans? Do you like canned beans?
Canned beans are fine because that's not like a thing.
Yeah, I could go for canned beans. I like canned chili.
These are things that I would take if they were offered to me, but I don't go seeking out canned beans or canned chili. Yeah,
I wonder if I just maybe I haven't kicked certain tastes from childhood. Like some people like they grew up on bologna and they still every now and then are like, I want a bologna sandwich. It takes me back to childhood. But like certain things like Hormel or Denison's, I kind of do like canned chili, or I like pinto beans out of a can. But I don't know if I've had beans any other way. Maybe frozen, right? I don't know.
You've never been to a Mexican restaurant where they had like refried beans?
Oh, that's true. That's true. You're right. I mean, like at a restaurant, but I don't mean like I don't know if I've had beans where I bring them home and it's probably a long process, right? To make pinto. That's probably why I haven't done. Once you read something where you're like, you have to steep it and let it soak overnight. I'm like, that's cool. Let me just open up this can.
I'll just have a can of beans instead.
Yeah, let me just go to Del Taco and pay for the next 3 cars.
Now, do you eat them out of the can and with a big spoon and tell stories with the other guys jumping the train track?
The other hobos. A pan of how about pork and beans, fellas? Yeah, now that's something I'm not really into.
We can boil our shoe leather and throw that in there.
Yeah, like those Vandy Camp beans or whatever, like the with some maple syrup flavored beans. That's okay.
Bah.
Yeah, I'm like, not really. Yeah, I don't like that. That's not really.
It's not okay.
It's not okay. Yeah. Do you have any plans for Christmas? Are you going to stay in town? Are you going to go out of town?
I'm going to stay in town, and I'm going to go to what used to be the silent movie theater and is now the Brain Dead Cinema, and I'm going to see Die Hard on the 24th.
They call it,
so that ought to be fun.
It's called Brain Dead?
Brain Dead Cinema, yeah.
Brain Dead Cinema. That's cool. I want to, this year I want to watch one of the Christmas movies we like watching is Elf. So we're going to watch Elf, and I'd love to see... there was a movie I was talking with my brother-in-law about, Midnight Run, and I saw it like 15 years ago, and I want to watch Midnight Run again. It was so funny and good. I'm like, why have I not watched it again?
That is my dad's favorite movie.
Oh, really?
I like it a lot too, but you know who else loves it that you know? Ravishing Rick Ramos,
Oh.
host of Watch This with Rick Ramos. It's his favorite movie.
Wow. Okay.
So it's a really good film too. Robert De Niro and Charles Grodin.
It was. I just remember thinking it was so good, and I
great character actors in that movie. Dennis Farina, Yaphet Kotto, really good people.
If folks don't know what we're talking about, how would you describe Midnight Run? Like,
Midnight Run is about a bounty hunter who is tired of the game, tired of his job. Like, imagine if Dog the Bounty Hunter were Robert De Niro instead.
yeah.
And he gets one final score where they're like, if you can bring this guy in because he's like a bail jumper, if you can get this guy in by tomorrow morning, you'll have enough money to retire. But if you don't, he's probably going to get killed by the mob. So that's the overall plot of the movie. But it gets really, you wouldn't think it, but it gets really funny and really deep.
Yeah.
And like I said, some really, really great actors playing all the different parts.
That's so good, man. I want to watch it. Mike, it was great having you on, and thank you again. I want to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Oh, same to you, sir.
Yeah, seriously,
and,
man.
To all the people listening, especially Jordan the Lion, happy holidays and Merry Christmas, everyone.
The best. You're the best, Mike. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you off mic, and we'll do that show tonight, and then we'll figure out some stuff. It'll be fun. Thank you, buddy.
Okay.
You got it.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. That was Mike Black, everybody. That was pretty cool, man. Guys, if you want to help out the podcast, please do me a favor and leave some comments on the YouTube channel, Darren Carter. We love the interaction. First and foremost, interaction, leaving comments. We love that. It lets the algorithm know, it lets YouTube know that people are actually, interested in the YouTube podcast. And because I know a lot of people will listen audio-wise, which is cool. I love it. Any way you can consume this podcast, we take it. But YouTube, it really does help, and I'm really trying to build up to YouTube. So, anytime you share any of my videos, it helps. Anytime you comment, it helps. Seriously, thank you so much. Financially, if you want to, throw a donation, I'm available on Cameo. I do celebrity shout-outs. I'll do a little pep talk or roast or something like that. Cameo.com/official Darren Carter. I'm also on, what else am I on? You can buy me a cup of coffee or whatever you want. I'm on the Cash App, $official. It's what am I on the Cash App? Darren Carter Comic on the Cash App, and on Venmo at Darren Carter Comic on Venmo. At Darren Carter Comic on Venmo. There you go. Said it. You guys are great. Have a great rest of your day, and thanks again for helping start that party in your ear holes. And as my boxing coach would say, don't hurt nobody. Don't hurt nobody. And then when I leave, Darren, be careful. Be careful. Don't hurt nobody, including yourself. See ya.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.